Neeson's and Pammy find love. What's better than one Peacemaker? Two Peacemakers. James Gunn says, what actually matters? We took the first steps. Now, what are the next steps? 3 swords. No swords? Happy Spider-Man Day. Jimmy Cams is here. Chris Rock is making an A24 movie. All of that and so much more. But first... We haven't been here for a while, guys. I forgot how to do news dump.
Right. How was your vacation, Goo?
Tiring. I'd like another one.
Yeah. Did you eat any lobster rolls?
No, we did do the fried seafood. I went up to York Beach, Maine, and I only have so much say in the matter of what we're doing. I'm there with my family. I'm there with my extended family. So thank you to those who sent me recommendations. I don't have a say in the matter, so it doesn't matter what you recommend to me. I did eat a dozen Flo's dogs in one afternoon, though.
Yeah, that's good for you. That's a lot of hot dogs. I like that for you. You're living your best life. Goo, I must admit, so I've always been a hot lobster roll guy. You eat lobster with hot butter when you normally eat lobster, so there's no reason to turn it into a potato salad. However, a couple weeks ago when I was in the Cape, I did have the best cold lobster roll I've ever had at a place called like Sesuit Cafe in Dennisport. It was pretty phenomenal. So I'm coming around a little bit on the colder ones, but by all means, please. I wish every place would just offer you both instead of picking a lane, but what are you going to do?
Yes, as we've gotten older, I believe that we have warmed up to the colder lobster roll. And it would be nice because lobster is just way too expensive at this point.
Indeed.
That when you order a hot lobster roll, they just give you a cold one for free.
A taste test. It's like a left Twix and a right Twix.
Well, yeah. So when I was there, my brother took the trip to Portland, Maine, like 50 minutes away, to go to a place that has lobster roll
past
flights.
Portland, right?
I don't know. I don't know the fucking United States.
Is.
But either way, he went to a place that had lobster roll flights. I did not want to make the trip, but yes, he went and
that
did
might
that.
be worth the trip.
It might be, but also I said I don't want to drive further right now.
So typically a flight is 4 things. What would the 3rd and 4th lobster roll be?
So I think it was a 3 and 3. So it was a hot, cold. Then there was one that was mixed with wasabi.
Medium porridge.
Well, the baby bear's porridge.
Room temperature.
There was one mixed with wasabi that I did not want anything to do with. I think my least favorite flavor in the world is wasabi.
As a new sushi eater, what I did not dabble in whilst eating sushi was the dab of wasabi they gave me. I said, no, thank you, sir.
Yeah. And then there's 3 other ones. I can't remember.
Okay.
Whoa, one has coleslaw on it. He said it's great.
So 3 and 3. So is the other ones like crab or
no? It's all lobster rolls. I just don't know what they are.
6 lobster rolls. Then.
So fill in the blank.
I couldn't come up with 6 different lobster rolls.
How was your vacation?
It's good. It's great. It's grand, wonderful. Golfed in New Hampshire all weekend. Got a little boat day out on the lake too, Newfound Lake, beautiful lake. So I'm enjoying myself. And as the goobers may have noticed, there was no episode earlier this week because we were the vacation boys.
Yes, and we apologize, and I forgot how to do news dump, but this has to do with news dump. News dump. YouTube has updated their profanity monetization policy, and you are now allowed to swear in the first 7 seconds of any video and still earn your full ad revenue. Finally, give us our fucking money.
Jizz. So did that mean you could swear, but you had to wait 7 seconds before swearing prior?
Well, as 2 people that get roughly 37 views a video, I have never really looked at the rules. This video, subscribe. Tell your friends about us.
I don't think we've come close to monetizing our video, so I guess this doesn't
I think we've hit one of the plateaus that we're supposed to hit. There's 3.
Okay.
But even once we hit that 3rd one, which is going to take us years, we're going to get like 30-something cents or something.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But also, this is big for us right here. Videos with profanity in the thumbnail or titles will still be demonetized.
Watch your profanities. Have you ever put a swear in our thumbnails? Yeah.
What am I, fucking 13 years old? What if in your thumbnail you don't realize it, but you have a swear shaved into your head.
I want our next 7 thumbnails to just have fuck above our heads.
There are so many, though, that are like, it's like fuck, but like there's an asterisk and all that stuff. I'm like, do those count? Because you're saying the F word. Yeah. What are you doing right now? What's happening? I thought you were glitching.
I'm pronouncing the asterisk.
Oh. I'm also like, and we don't do this well. We don't do YouTube well. I think that we're terrible at YouTube. I don't cut the video shorter. I just put whatever.
Like it, subscribe. Actually, I'm over.
Smash it.
Where am I?
Oh, you should be on the other side. Whatever. I didn't fix it.
Smash that over there below.
But so many headlines are just so clickbaity and just are so dumb. I put whatever the topic of the episode is, but I'm not grabbing anybody in here.
We should just put true crime before all of our headlines. True crime news dump.
Or just like, whatever, Spider-Man is a fraud. I see a lot of frauds out there. Or like like MCU timeline explained, and then you click on it, and there's no explanation. It's all fucking hearsay.
Epstein
did not kill himself. There we go. All right. Are you happy? The one person who has commented on all of our videos telling us that Epstein did not kill himself, we're going to get demonetized for mentioning that on this podcast.
There you go.
We're going to lose our 23 cents. News dump. All right. This weekend at the box office, we have a bunch of critically acclaimed movies heading in there. Now that those nuts MCU movies are out of the way, The Naked Gun is good.
Stunningly, surprisingly, early releases here, early reviews on this are all positive. 90% from the critics on Roddy T's 77 on Metacritic. A very early 86% return from the audience. So people are really liking this Naked Gun reboot, requel. I don't really know what it is.
It's a sequel. It's a sequel. It's a part of the original trilogy.
So it stars Liam Neeson's as the nude Gun and Pamela Anderson as his love interest. And how about this? Those two have fallen in love as a result of making this movie.
That's great.
I bet she saw his nude
To say Naked Gun. What are you doing? I'm a big fan of Akiva Schaffer, so I'm really happy that he's
Is that how you
Schaffer.
say it?
Yeah, Schaffer. I'm really happy that he's going to get some kudos for this. Hopefully, he can do more comedy movies. He's a part of the Lonely Island.
Kudos candy bars were? They weren't even candy bars. They were like fake granola bars. Remember those things?
Kudos? I'm not a big kudos guy.
No?
No.
It was like a Rice Krispie treat with other stuff in it?
It's a fake healthy snack. It's covered in chocolate chips.
It's delicious.
That's one of those things that your grandparents buy, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't give the kids candy." No, you gave the kids candy. You gave the kids candy.
Give me my Sobe Life Water and Kudos bar, and I'll have a day.
I had Crystal Light. That's not juice. But off the back of this straight comedy, getting a bunch of acclaim and people maybe saying our comedy's back, Tom Holland was talking to GQ magazine and said that he would love to star in a straight-up comedy.
Would you like me to read the quote, Goo, in my best
Can you do it in his voice?
Yeah, I could do a Cockney, maybe.
Yeah.
No, I actually can't.
Way to tease that and pull it back.
That genre's really taken a hit over the last few years. We're seeing fewer and fewer of them, of course, talking about straight-up comedies. I'd love to do something where the question isn't, how do we bring emotion into this story, but rather, how do we make people laugh as much as possible? The idea of coming to set every day with that mission sounds amazing to me. So I get that. I truly do. However, we are in an age where things are immediately getting canceled. And I think what Tom Holland's getting at, a movie like Tropic Thunder, that's the quintessential idea of what he's talking about. You can't, you'd be hard pressed to try to make that movie today and coming to set with the mission of just trying to make people laugh. So I'm glad there are avenues for it, but we also, like, The Naked Gun isn't really taking the same risks as Tropic Thunder is, you know?
The Naked Gun, and little teaser, I'll be on the #Dork podcast on Monday discussing the original Naked Gun from 1988. It's a lot of jokes being thrown at your face.
I haven't seen that movie in a very long time.
Neither had I, and I was watching and I'm like, is there something wrong with me?
Uh-oh. Don't spoil the review.
I don't want to spoil things. I don't want to be a Davy Sourpuss on this.
Sure, that's what we call him, old Davy Sourpuss.
But I went a very long time without laughing. I will say that I had a great chuckle. Once again, this is from a movie in 1988.
Yeah,
where
the year before we were born.
Frank's wife died in a blimp accident. And then the other woman said, "Oh, was it a good year?" And he said, "No, it was a bad year." No, that's my type of humor.
I do think as a general rule of thumb, it's okay to not like stuff that came out before you were born.
I think that's very important.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also hitting the theaters this weekend, 91%, 80% on Roddy T's with a 76 meta. Together, not to be confused with the MTV movie Together, spelt with a 2.
Oh, I also think that was a boy band called
It was.
Together.
Yeah.
This is the Allison Brie and Dave Franco a vehicle. They are a real-life couple. I believe I drafted this in the movie draft as well.
You might have.
It's getting really good reviews so far. It's a body horror type movie, but I don't think it's funny in the way that what was the Demi movie?
That was
The Substance. I don't think it's in that same vein, but people are really liking it. So if you're into that sort of stuff, that's in theaters this weekend.
Body psychological horror, both.
Yes, that's.
And then The Bad Guys too. I believe I have this in the movie draft.
You may.
Yeah, this is important.
I really disliked the first one. I don't care for the animation style.
I like the animation style.
People are generally liking this one, so I don't remember what the general consensus was in the first one, but they're liking this one.
I think they liked it.
Okay. Just baseline liked it.
News up. Max, #1 movie on the year, is hitting digital on now.
Yeah. It hits digital this week. If you're listening to this 28 years later is on digital. You probably got to pay $15-20 at the moment. I'm not sure which streaming service it's going to end up on, but it is still my #1 movie on the year. And more importantly, the sequel to this movie comes out January 16th. So watch this now, enjoy it, and then get your anticipation flowing for the sequel, which I am very much looking forward to. And this movie did a really good job telling its story and then just trickling down the path leading into the sequel. So if you liked 28 Days Later, this is as good, if not better. So hop on in while you can.
News up. Hold the mustard. Let's catch up. We got our first poster for Coyote vs. Acme. This is hitting theaters on August 28th, 2026. I believe they had a panel at San Diego Comic-Con. By the way, Comic-Con was last weekend. Was it, though?
Yeah, great question to ask the folks, Goo. Better question I have for the studio that bought this movie, which I already forget who
Catch Up Entertainment
brought this back to life.
That was my joke.
Why are we waiting so long to release this?
Building anticipation.
Yeah, are we really? What are we doing here? Like, this should be a March release at worst next year. You know, give it a little bit of runtime. This is not a summer release.
No, this should be a summer release, but it should be this summer.
No. Well, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be while the fire was hot or while the iron was hot.
Yeah. Well, strike while the iron's hot.
Right.
Release
Fire's
it now,
always hot.
Or give it a March release and let it have a little bit of a run.
As soon as they purchase this movie that is pretty much done, edited, ready to go, maybe you take a week to like tweak it. Just put it right out.
I'll give them 2 months and then release it.
News down. I doubt they're doing any reshoots, right?
No, there's no way they are.
All right, we got a trailer for Peacemaker Season 2. The Season 1... Okay, the only stuff that counts in Season 2 are the stuff in the previously on. Everything else doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, maybe we should have flip-flopped these here. So all that matters from Peacemaker Season 1 is what they tell us matters at the previously on, which I'm sure will be about 2 minutes long. This season, Season 2, is set approximately a month after the events of Superman. And we also get in this trailer pocket universes. We get a second Peacemaker. It seems like this is going to build on the foundation that Superman has given us, and we'll have a real idea going forward what the DCU is going to be about.
Yeah, so James Gunn explained, like you just said.
James Gunn said, what?
that everything in Creature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker Season 2 is canon.
Okay.
Everything shown in the previously seen on Peacemaker Season 2 is canon. Anything they talk about happening in the old DC universe becomes canon. So if it's just mentioned, it counts.
Yeah, so that a big part of that is, if you remember, in the Suicide Squad, Rick Flag perishes at the hands of Peacemaker, right? And it seems like that is also canon. We have Rick Flag Sr. in pursuit of Peacemaker. I wonder what else they bring over from the Suicide Squad, and what else is. Seems like Blue Beetle is still kind of canon as well. So I don't know. I guess they'll tell us.
We're getting a Blue Beetle animated show with the same kid.
Yes, with I forget his name.
I forget his name too. But then also, when asked about if Battinson could eventually be in the DCU, this is from ET Now. He said that I've said it before. It's not something that is happening right now. You know, everything is in flux, so we'll figure out what we're doing next.
He also teased that he called Matt Reeves about having Batman versus Batmite, which is pretty funny, knowing what that universe is. I think he's doing his best to maintain interest in the Battinson films while also teasing what may happen in his universe. But it seems very clear at this point that we're never going to see Battinson in the DCU.
I was really hoping, because, you know, San Diego Comic-Con is a great time to introduce new actors in new roles.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they going to maybe show us Wonder Woman or Batman? Who's playing those? We didn't get either of those. We didn't get either. And I have seen rumors once again pushing forward that the guy who played Atlas in that Blake Lively movie from last summer is at the front of mind.
I'm gonna Google that right now.
He's like 6'3", so he has the height.
And it ends with us.
It ends with us. There we go.
It's one of these two guys, Brandon Sklenar or Alex Neustader.
It's the guy who had a crooked mustache in the movie.
Probably Brandon Sklenar. Is he the one that was all tied up in the Blake Lively stuff?
No, that was Rocco Baldoni.
Justin Baldoni. I think his name is Brandon Sklenar.
Okay. So he's the one that everyone's like really pushing
this
forward.
This guy kind of looks like Morgan Wallen?
Yes.
Okay. All
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the one that I've seen over and over.
He's 35 years old. He's 6'2".
6'2". Yeah.
Good enough. That works.
Mac needs... So you need the height of Superman and Batman to be within a couple inches, right?
No. I like Superman being larger than life, and I think Corn Sweat is 6'4", 6'5". I do think Batman should be shorter because it plays into that underdog dynamic, right? But Batman should still be able to kick the asses of 99% of the planet. So I'll take a 6'2"-ish Batman.
Speaking of James Gunn and Superman, news dump. James Gunn, while responding to people on one of the social medias, confirmed that he is currently working on Superman 2.
Yeah, Tuperman. Two soups, two
They
man.
better call it Tuperman. You can have that one. You can have it. It's fine.
I'm in on that.
Yeah. That would really throw everyone through a loop. Is James Gunn really calling the sequel to Superman Tuperman? He sure is. He doesn't give a fuck.
Or the S is a backwards S as a two.
Well, no. So what you do is you start it out. It says Superman, and then when the title of the movie shows up on the screen,
flips into the Superman S.
The S flips into a 2 and then kicks the U out, or the U turns into its cape.
No.
It's
It says let me have it. Let me have it. Let me go this way so it makes sense for the people. No, this way. This way. All right. Superman, right?
Yeah.
2. And then the 2 flips and becomes the Superman S on the chest. You know?
Okay, so the 2 becomes the S.
2 is below the Superman. And then the Superman logo gets made out of the 2 that flips.
So on Corin Sweat's chest is a 2.
Yeah, and then that flips to the S.
I like what I said better. I think the S should flip in the name, and then the U becomes its cape.
I think Skechers should sue Superman for the use of the S.
Or what if he just starts wearing Skechers in the movie? And like every once in a while, he's like, man, I'm tired, but my feet are really comfortable.
It's the S.
News dump. We got a teaser today for Spider-Man Brand New Day. A little look, 7 seconds long, at what the costume, the outfit of Spider-Man will look like.
Yeah, it has raised webbing,
Yes.
textured webbing on the suit, a la Spider-Man 2. Is that the first one they did it?
It does look like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit, right?
It was a little darker than that. It's going to be interesting now because he's obviously separate from Tony Stark, but he still is very creative, you know.
Yeah,
so
and
I wonder how he gets this suit.
Also, at any age, if it's played by Tom Holland, he can be a boy genius.
It's so true. So true.
News down. This can't be true. It says that all episodes of Eyes of Wakanda is currently streaming on Disney+.
Yep. If you're listening to this, it's out on Disney+. I think they're anthology episodes. They don't relate to each other. And I believe it's only 4 episodes. It follows warriors throughout Wakandan history, tasked with traveling the world to retrieve vibranium artifacts. Ryan Coogler's an EP on the project, so you know it's of high quality. However, to me, this is operating sort of outside the MCU. It's sort of just like what if, but not even. But if you're into that, if you're craving an animated MCU series, it is out now on Disney+.
News down. What is happening with the Fantastic Four?
Yep. So First Steps came out last week. And by the way, Goo, I've talked to a few of my friends, coworkers that are like pseudo Marvel fans, movie fans. Everyone has borderline loved this movie. And everyone I talked to, first thing they say, Vanessa Kirby, loving Vanessa Kirby. So
you know what I saw? This is clickbait material, but I saw that the creator of Deadpool thought it was boring.
All right. Good work by that fella. Goo, Pedro Pascal is not the main lead in Avengers Doomsday, but has an integral role that is via Variety. To me, that means he has an integral role in creating this version of Doom. So he'll be referenced a bunch. They'll talk about him, but he's only really going to be in maybe 10 minutes of the movie. Goo, you have your hand raised. What do you got?
Are they counting Dr. Doom as a character? Because I think he is the lead in the movie. I think they're trying to skirt around some stuff.
I think Dr. Doom is for sure the lead in the movie. I think we're going to get, this is going to be mostly a Doom origin with somewhat of a cliffhanger, some consequences, and I think Secret Wars is really going to
I would assume, because they're paying him $50 million, that Chris Hemsworth is one of the leads.
Also, Goo, we have to remember, the only other MCU movie before Doomsday is Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I think this really will be a Doom-heavy movie, and I think we're all fine with that. Speaking of Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom, Goo, we're now calling him Daddy Doomsday because Pedro Pascal says it's delicious and loads of fun facing off against him. He's Daddy Doomsday to all of us. So Daddy Doomsday. There you go.
I'm not calling him that.
Speaking of Vanessa Kirby, who, again, deserves all the flowers for First Steps, she is dying to play Malice in a future MCU project. I've never heard of this character. A quick little Googs tells me that Malice is the manifestation of the dark side of Invisible Woman. So we see a little bit in First Steps that she kind of trends towards that. Like if you were to consider magic and dark magic, she sort of trended toward a dark side of the Force here, Goo. Apparently, Malice is first brought to life by Psycho Man's hate monger during an attack on New York City. So it is in the comic books, and it is a character apparently she knows. So maybe that'll happen.
A quick little Googs and tug is what Mac wanted to say, but you've seen the illustrations of what the character looks like, right?
A little G and T.
A little G and T real quick. Oh, is that a gin and tonic? No, you don't want to know what I do.
No, you don't want to drink this.
That would be like if they gave us the X-Men and then they're like, suddenly, how about the Goblin Queen?
Yeah.
It's very similar.
Goblin Queen versus Malice would be a hell of a fight.
You get Mac in the fucking theater. You pulled out like Fred Willard.
Also, Goo, this is a little interesting note here. Pedro Pascal just offered up that Vanessa Kirby talks about Namor a lot. Namor.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. That's very interesting.
Oh, that's because, so Fantastic Four, her character, it's like an off and on thing. There's like alternate universes where they do have an affair, I believe. And also Namor is obsessed with her.
Well, that part makes sense. Yeah, that part makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was fucking other dudes, though.
It's an alternate timeline thing, though, so it's not a part of the main canon. I might be wrong.
Okay. All right. Well,
but she's always bringing it up. So, like, she, I think, has done a ton of homework into what this character is.
That sounds like that. Hey, here's my question. If you're Franklin Richards and you can do whatever you want, you could probably see other versions of your mom. Probably doesn't like his mom fucking other dudes.
Especially when it's a fish. He's a fish, right?
She likes fish sticks.
Yeah! News dump. X-Men director Jake Schreier says that the upcoming film will be recognizably different from what came before it. That's good.
I agree. And they're doing a good job showing imagery of X-Men 97 and the X-Men cartoon against those early 2000s X-Men films that were bleak, dark, whatever. I want a colorful X-Men movie, and it sounds like that's the direction they're trending in.
Well, I like, and I saw this somewhere, is that what they should be doing is with the Fantastic Four not in 616, you now introduce other dimensions, universes, timelines that can be more comic booky, that don't need to look like 616, that could look like X-Men 97.
Yeah, that doesn't even matter, though, because 616 is going to get the reset after Secret War. So it'll be a whole new world, and there will be no real expectation at that point. He also said, Jake Schreier, more over the colors, but I think this also represents that as well. It's an incredible opportunity with super interesting characters and much internal conflict. So they're going to prey upon more like what the series does. Talk about how they're struggling to find a place in the world. Where in the movies, you really just get Scott and Logan wrestling over Jean. And then, Iceman has trouble being a regular dude. And Rogue has trouble being a regular dude. But that's really it. They don't do that much in the real world. So I think a little bit more of that will really round out an X-Men movie.
Wait a second. This next quote, is this from him or is it from Craig Breslow? It says for the casting, they're looking to get younger talent instead of A-listers to keep the cost down.
Yeah, it must be. Apparently, John Henry runs the MCU as well.
We got to be cost effective.
Yeah.
We got to get the actors when we can put them over a barrel and they have nothing to fucking say back to us.
Speaking of someone who'd like to put over a barrel, Gil.
Oh, come on. News dump. Gonna show her the 50 states? Is that from We're the Millers? Is that the running joke in that movie?
No, that is in a post-credit blooper reel from Horrible Bosses. Jason Bateman. No, not Jason Bateman.
Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis says it.
Okay, so it's still a Sudeikis movie, though.
Yes.
Where he says that he would like to put someone over a barrel and show them the 50 states?
But it's not actually in the runtime. It's during the credits when they're going through bloopers.
Okay, I definitely knew that joke. I definitely knew Sudeikis. I wasn't sure if it was Hall Pass, if it was We're the Millers.
It's Horrible Bosses, the first
Hall
one.
Pass, I'll tell you what, Hall Pass, disappointing on its first watch, not bad.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Need more JB Smoove, though.
In general, yes.
And everything.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went. Dafne Keen on returning to the MCU as Laura X-23. Honestly, anything that brings me back to playing her, I would take.
Yeah, so this is my barrel girl here, and this might be the one A-list. She's not even really A-list, but in terms of, I guess, Marvel fans, she would be an A-list casting, and her inclusion in a future X-Men series would be fun. But they can't. It would have to be down the line.
No,
right?
but I also think that I would use her as long as you have Hugh Jackman, and then once you're done with Hugh when he's 90 years old, then you move on from her too.
Yeah, that's not a bad point. But she clearly loves playing the character, so I'm always in on that.
News dip. 3 swords, no swords. What a headline by Mac. I had no idea what this meant when I was reading those headlines earlier. But Marvel feels no sense of urgency to develop Blade or Deadpool 4. This is via Variety. Oscar Isaac, who is also in the MCU, was asked about Moon Knight or asked about returning to Moon Knight, and he said, we'll see. Maybe one day in a movie or, I don't know, we'll see him.
So to recap the math for everyone at home, Deadpool is 2 swords. Blade has one sword. Moon Knight has no swords.
If I'm them, I'd probably try to rush a Deadpool 4. That movie made a lot of money last year.
I would want a Blade movie over Deadpool 4. Maybe that's just
me. If I'm trying to make money, I'm going to go for Deadpool 4.
I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to
You're
enjoy
not
myself.
trying to make money.
No.
I'm all about that ROI.
Yeah. Give me Blade over Deadpool 4.
Comment in the section below. Tell us, are you into making money or not? News down. Speaking of returning to the MCU, Jeremy Renner said that he is sure we'll end up doing Hawkeye Season 2. My body's getting ready for something like that. This is via Empire Magazine. This is also maybe 6 months after him saying they tried to bullshit me on a contract.
Once again, we're going to be resetting the MCU pretty soon, and I don't know if we have room for Renner anymore, especially since we introduced Haley Steinfeld. I love that season 1 of Hawkeye. I really like his portrayal of Hawkeye and Ronin in Endgame and that series. I just don't know if there's much left there for Renner.
News down. Like I said, Comic-Con was this past weekend. No really big news out of it. No MCU, no DC. But George Lucas had a panel there, and it was the most attended panel ever with over 6,500 people in attendance. This is via THR. I don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. No one knows what's on the horizon for Star Wars. I think part of the reason, and don't get me wrong, everyone that has watched Andor has really enjoyed Andor. But I think part of the reason why it's getting, sloppy toppy is because we have no other Star Wars media to consume at the moment. So everyone's like, oh, Andor, it's so good. It's so delicious.
Oh, Jon Favreau did talk about The Mandalorian. I didn't put any notes here, but that's going to come out
next year, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless it gets pushed off. Yeah, but this just gets into, once again, I've called it many of times here. I think that George Lucas is eventually going to be put back in charge by Disney. He'll be paid to do it, and it's going to be for show. It's going to be to let the people know, like, hey, yeah, he's going to be the figurehead, but he's going to have so many people telling him no that he's going to eventually quit.
I hope let's have Lucas, Filoni, jumble them up, have all their ideas trickle through a filter, and then we'll take whatever at the end of the filter. But if there's no filter, it's not great.
What if they make a show called Droids and Space Bugs?
Those two will love it. That's for sure.
That'd be the most intricate show of all time.
Those two and like the 6% of Star Wars fans that love telling you about every single planet in the universe will love it.
News down. Like we mentioned during our Fantastic Four podcast, we got our trailer for Avatar, Fire and Ash. And
Go, hear me out. More like Avatar, Fire and Trash.
I have no interest in this. I have zero interest.
No one does, and somehow it's going to make $1 billion.
I saw the last one. I have no memory of that movie. And it was 5 hours of my life.
So you got blue people versus other blue people. And then you got the humans that have now turned into blue people.
I think one of the tribes was green people.
No, it's all a shade of blue.
Is it all a shade of blue? Like a teal?
It's a shade of blue.
And then there were whales, and they rode whales. And then one of the avatars, I think, was Jesus?
He prefers Jesus.
Oh, sorry. But, yeah. I'm going to see it because
I think there's like 4 more coming after this one, too.
And James Cameron said that he will direct all of these until he is physically not able to do it anymore.
He's dedicated his life to these Avatar movies. He's going to die making these Avatar movies.
He's made some really good movies.
He has. It's been 35 years since he's made a good one.
Well, he's working on Avatar.
For 35 years, basically. Didn't he start the Avatar idea like in the mid-90s, and he was like, we just don't have the technology for this, and then they developed the technology, which is great. He had a hand in that. But I don't know, man.
Do you think he ever watches movies?
Avatar hasn't made my life better.
Do you think he ever watches a movie that has really bad CGI and he's like, I advanced cinema for this? You
didn't watch this show. Me and Billy D did. Billy D and I should say. There's a show on HBO. I think it's now over after 3 seasons called How To with John Wilson.
Mhm.
And there's an episode in this in which he attends an Avatar like fan club in New York City, and they watch the first Avatar on a loop every week, and everything they eat during the gathering is blue, and they like have learned the Na'vi language.
Oh, is it dabba dee dabba die dabba dee dabba die?
If we get through
And
this
a blue
entire
house with a blue
Avatar
window.
series and we don't get an Eiffel 65 reference or appearance,
Matter,
massive
matter.
missed
And
opportunity.
she is so blue. News dump.
A
Blues dump.
little window and a blue Corvette.
Blues dump.
Oh, heyo.
All right, we got a trailer for Zootopia 2. I didn't watch this trailer.
No, I didn't, and I won't watch the movie.
News dump. Oh, Zoos dump.
Okay, now we're fucking rolling.
Now we're cooking. Now we're back. It only took us 38 minutes. All right, Eddie Murphy teasing some upcoming, I believe, animated stuff, because I don't think his Pink Panther movie is going to be live action, is it?
I don't think his donkey movie's gonna be live action either.
That'd be wild if it was. I'll tell you that much. Because, like, you know how every Smurfs movie, they're obsessed with bringing Smurfs into, like, the real world? Do that with Donkey. My favorite thing, though, is his explanation of the Donkey movie. By the way, Donkey from Shrek. We're not just talking about a donkey show or nothing. But it would be crazy if he actually did have a show and it was called Donkey Show. We're going to get
All right,
demonetized.
so here, it's going to be a live action donkey movie. I'm playing the donkey, and I'm going to get fucked.
Come on, man. But I like his explanation, though. He said, it's going to be like how Puss in Boots had his own movie. Yeah, we fucking know. We get
Wildly
it.
successful Puss in Boots.
No, okay. The last Puss in Boots movie was outstanding. It was a great story. The animation in it was wild.
Here's what I'd like to say to you.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
Me?
Don't talk to me.
Oh, no. He said that Donkey's going to have his own movie, own little story with his dragon wife and his kids that are half dragon, half donkey. They've been writing it. It's a funny story.
He has a dragon wife?
Yeah. Have you not seen Shrek 2?
That happened in Shrek, all the way in Shrek 2?
He fucks the donkey. I'm sorry. He fucks the dragon in the first Shrek movie.
I don't know. I've said fuck 15 times this episode. I don't know why I was so surprised by yours.
And then I haven't seen Shrek the Third in so long. I'm not sure if his
Yeah.
babies are in that one. His babies must be. I haven't seen them. I gotta watch them.
Are they donkeys with wings, or are they dragons with donkey tails?
It's like when Kermit and Miss Piggy have one, and it's like a little thing that's like
Is it like when Kirby sucks in one of the things and gets their power?
a little bit,
Okay.
little bit.
All right.
But he's going to play Inspector Clouseau in the Pink Panther reboot,
Great.
the one that you've been clamoring for years.
Really excited about that.
Ba-dun, da-dun, 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 da-dun. I don't remember any of that movie besides, and this is the one with Steve Martin.
Mhm.
Then the trailer where it's him asking for a hamburger, and he doesn't pronounce it properly.
The
So they're like,
burger.
"I'll have hamburger," and they're like, "What do you want?" "The hamburger." Steve Martin trailers in the early 2000s were the best.
Cheaper by the dozen. Shout out
Cheaper
Bonnie
by the
Hunt.
dozen.
Shout out Hillary Duff. Shout out
Bringing
Tom
down
Welling.
the house. Queen Latifah.
Sure,
Eugene
right.
Levy.
Yep.
Eugene Levy is great in that
Are
movie.
you a
'cause-
Bonnie Hunt fan?
No.
All right.
News dump. Denis Villeneuve has found his James Bond writer, Peaky Blinders writer, Stephen Knight.
I've never seen Peaky Blinders, but anyone that watches it fucking loves it. I don't know what this means for the movie, though. I guess it's a good thing.
News dump. We're getting our first stills, images, news of the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Cliff Booth sequel that is now filming. Brad Pitt looks like Blink-182.
I would like to apologize for a couple weeks ago referring to David Fincher as David Lynch, or getting them confused. I did one of the two things. Once again, Tarantino's writing this, not directing. David Fincher is directing.
Oh, I was supposed to apologize for saying that a movie was about a horse, but it wasn't.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna?
It's the Donkey Show.
Are you gonna apologize?
I just did.
Oh, all right. That was piss poor apology. Admittedly, the stills for this don't look great, and it is being released on Netflix, so the excitement meter is dropping by the day here for this one. But Brad Pitt's great. The character of Cliff Booth is great, so we'll see.
Where's the budget? Where'd the wig budget go? Oh, I'm sorry. We had 77 cameos in Happy Gilmore, too. We blew the wad there.
Oh, boy. Should we talk about Happy Gilmore, too?
Have you seen it yet?
I have seen
it. So I have to see that, and then I want to see the lethal... I keep on calling fucking the Naked Gun the lethal weapon. I keep on doing it. I'm trying to stop.
Lethal Nudes would be a good porno.
I mean, that probably is already. News dump. Huge news for Mac. One of his favorite movies. Its sequel is forming into shape. We have some casting news of rumors. Mikey Madsen. We have Jeremy Allen White. We have Jesse Eisenberg not returning, but Jeremy Strong would take over that role. Mac, how are you feeling right now about your Social Network?
So I don't want this sequel to be made. However, the first movie is so good that maybe there's an avenue to making a great sequel here. So there's no official casting news, but the rumors are Mikey Madsen is in the lead for the whistleblower who disclosed Facebook's documents in 2021, Frances Hagen. Jeremy Allen White will be playing Jeff Horwitz, the reporter who led the breaking of the Facebook files. And then Jeremy Strong will be taking over as the Zuck. A lot of what that makes that first movie work is Jesse Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield. Now, the script is great. The score is maybe the best ever. So it's got a lot of things going for it in that movie. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know. I will see it. I will probably enjoy it in some sort of procedural way, but I don't want this movie to be made.
News dump. And then finally, Twisted Metal Season 2.
Yeah, this snuck up on the whole entire world, I guess. Twisted Metal Season 1, one of the more underrated seasons of television in the post-COVID world. Season 2 debuted this week. They dropped 3 episodes. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, probably 8, 9, or 10. So I'm looking forward to watching this.
News dump. That'll do it for this episode of News Dump. We need to think of something creative, possibly, for next week.
Maybe we'll do What Have You Been Watching Lately?
Oh, that's a good one. Maybe I'm going to try and see The Naked Gun over the weekend. I'm hoping it's better than the one from 88.
Yeah. Can you watch 28 Years Later, for Christ's sake?
If you buy it on Prime and then give me your Prime account.
You have no excuse now. You don't have to go to the theater. You got time.
I do not.
Your vacation's over. You get time.
I think that I had less time on my vacation than I usually do. And then also I still have no time.
Figure it out.
All I do in my life is build puzzles with my son. That is it. We just build puzzles.
Well, what, like 3D puzzles or just 2D puzzles?
Flat puzzles.
Yeah, I don't care for those.
We do the United States. We do the world.
I guess it's good for him, but that's not good for me.
I mean, I usually push him out of the way, and I do it myself. I'm learning.
Let me do it.
Yeah, and then I do want to see Together eventually. I
will not see that in the theaters.
No, I'm not seeing it in the theaters. I do want to see it eventually. That's what I said. Eventually.
How many movies have you seen this year? What's your thing up to?
I'm under 20.
Oh, I'm in the 20s.
I'm under 20.
You got to catch up.
I'm going to hold the mustard. But also, I do think that usually around November, December is when we do a big catch-up on everything.
Yeah, I usually squeeze in about 15 to 20.
The goal is always get to at least 40.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then
I
52 is the goal, obviously.
I like to get to one a week, roughly.
52.
Is at the end of the year. That's a nice number.
I know. I've been recommended on Instagram. There's this one guy who's like, I've seen over 100 movies this year, and here's my top 20. It's like, dude, it's July. Fucking chill.
I also think there's like a point of no return at break even. I'm all for reviewers and people that love film watching movies. At a certain point, you got to let a movie breathe too, right?
Yeah.
You can't just watch another movie right afterwards because you're really not getting the full experience. And I'm not even trying to be artsy, but if you watch 250 movies in a year, I don't know if I trust you.
Also, I only watch movies. I don't watch films, so.
You also stopped watching television shows altogether.
I have no time. I'm building puzzles. Didn't we just talk about this? All right, that'll do it for this. News dump.